Morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. So today at Ewetopia Farms I think we're going to be doing a lot of moving things around again. That's always the case here because as things change we have to move sheep around. So today's another one of those days. Hope you'll join us. I'm in the group pen right now, just checking up on some lambs that are under the feeder. Everyone looks good. That's Chewy's lamb in the middle there. Yesterday when we were gone, this girl, she waited to have her lamb right when we got back, so she was really well behaved. And she is a little girl who we know is getting her milk because she's already got what we call a colostrum bum. A lot of orange poop on her, so we know that mom's got a lot of colostrum and a lot of milk. She's a first timer and they're doing really well. And then last night we had another little lamb, and this is the lamb we had last night. She's a little registered Dorset. Is your mom here? We're letting out the mom and lamb that had, she had the mastitis. She's going to go in the watch pen now. Looks like her lamb's a pinky with blood all over her, but it's not. The lamb enjoys climbing all over mommy, so she's covered in the mom's red marker pen. And she's extremely cute. Hey, Pinky. Get out. Get out. You don't need to come out. Okay, she's in the watch group. Everything's going great, but because she had an issue in the jug, we put the ones that, you know, we might want to just watch for a few days longer in the back pen. This is the new one that's just nursing. I gotta say, fall is a beautiful time to have lambs because the temperature is much better. So now we're heading over to the Coverall with our pails of grain. Isn't that right, Arnie? You can leave now. We've seen enough of you. What? Yeah, we've seen enough of you. Very funny. Okay, we're feeding a bale to the lamb barn right now. We just pulled the wrapping off it. Pick it up with a skid steer. The jaws are really handy. We find them handier than the spears. Put it at the end of the feeder. Lambs all line up in anticipation. They know what's coming. And while Arnie cuts the strings off the bale, I'm gonna re-hook up these gates so we can let the rams run out and play in the paddock here. Arnie's just rolling the bale out now. So these guys, at the moment, the ram lambs are gonna have the option of staying in here and eating the hay. Or I've set up the gate so that if they want, they can come out and play. Here they come. Supposed to rain this afternoon, so the sun broke out just now, so they'll enjoy this for a little while anyway. Hard to believe we're getting tidied up for winter and ready for the snow to fall, but in this barn we just blocked the back door off with chipboard in the wintertime, and this is what we also use for the shearers to shear on. So since we still have a nice day, we're blocking off the field so that the ewe lambs can go outside too. We're taking a chance that they won't pick up more parasites, but we're gonna deworm them again after the killing frost anyway. So it's a nice day and there's lots of pasture regrowth, so they may as well get out, have some exercise, eat some nice grass. Okay, so we got the Suffolks out. We're gonna merge the Suffolks and the Dorsets just while we're grazing them, so that they can all run in the big pasture together. Ben and Max, come here. So the Suffolks, most of them are out. A few of them haven't figured out the gates open. And then Arnie's gonna come back and we're gonna let the Dorsets out. And then they're gonna have the big pasture at the back. Tomorrow's a rain day, so they're only gonna be out for probably a few hours, and then they'll be in for a few more days until it clears up again, and then we'll let them out again. But it was too nice morning right now to ignore this, so I figured let them out. Here come the Dorsets. Hi, you guys. And the Shetland, of course. Couldn't forget her too. Okay, now I'll just lure them into the field so that they know it's there. Look at them, they're jumping and hopping out back there. Well, they got the whole field.
What's the grass doing? Like 10 inches of grass.
We've had good luck with fall grazing. It's the spring grazing and summer grazing that seems to be the worst.
I thought you were downsizing. They just can't deal with it, eh?
They're just playing.
Isn't that colorful?
And pretty soon the leaves will be changing and then it'll be really pretty. There they go again. but they stay together. These are all the white ones. See? Oh, you're in the wrong group. Your group's over there. But they're not used to running around, so they're out of shape, and now they're coughing because they're running. Being in the pasture running around does make them in better shape. Builds their muscles, builds their lungs.
When it's dry, you would think there is no grass at all. You think it's all dead, but look what happens when it rains. It's as full as earth.
Suffolk was a little stressed being with all these Dorsets, so she decided to run back. Oh, but that little Dorset got confused.
White one's confused.
Yeah, she's like, that one ran away.
Oh, so check the rams out, because she'd probably be cycling. So the rams ain't tired in that corner? Well, they got a double fence, the rams, anyhow.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them. It would be worse right here when they're at this fence. But you can see these pastures are the right length. They're about 8 inches to a foot maybe. They've got all clover regrowth in blossom. It's blowing in the wind. If we had continued grazing it in the summer, weeds would have grown in because they would have overgrazed it. And instead it went dormant, and when we got the rains, the grasses grew back. So over pasturing, you will create a weed issue. So today we're reorganizing a lot of things today. We moved gates and stuff this morning and plywood. Now we gotta move a few feeders because we got some more stuff planned today. So we're in the ram pen right now, stealing one of their feeders. Okay, we're gonna put a divider wall up now in Jethro's group here, and we're gonna move Geronimo's group into this barn. Max, come here. Just blocking here so these guys don't come out. But they have to come see what we're doing because it's all very exciting. Sorry, Jethro, you got a smaller pen now. Here. They're good for dividing rams because they have, you know, a 2.5 foot divider wall, so they have a harder time touching nose to nose. So we want to have this narrower barn just with breeding groups in, so we're gonna take Geronimo's group from over here and bring him into the old coverall, which is the narrowest of our coveralls. And that way this barn will all be fed the same, and breeding groups don't need as much space as mums and lambs. But that will free up a pen in this wider coverall where we can bring mums and lambs over. So we're just gonna move these girls and Geronimo over here. There they are. This is the first group of lambs to go to the coverall. Max, come on. Here, Max. Here, Max. Get out, Max. Got them all in here, plus Chewy. So they're all exploring around here. We always like it when they're in the coveralls. We got a jumping box for them. Chewy's here with her little lamb. We moved her out of the watch pen because I don't think she needs a watch anymore. So she's in with the group pen out in the coverall. And she's with her lamb right now. We're just setting up this creep area. Arnie's just going to search for one more gate. And these guys are set up. Oh, just as an aside, this is the box. $1,150 box of supplies. A lot of plastic in there. So now what we did, this is the watch group at the back. We've left the bottle babies in here. We left Pinky and her mom in here. Pinky's down there. They're doing perfect, but just because she did have the blood in her udder, we're gonna keep an extra watch on her for a few more days. And then we got the mom who doesn't like her lamb. We suspect it was a triplet. And then we took two of the twins out of there that no longer need to be on the watch group. And then they're in this pen now getting ready for the next 10. And they'll be going over to the coverall next. So as sheep in the watch pen no longer require watching, they get transferred into this pen. And if they come straight out of the jug and don't need watching, they go into this pen. And as soon as this pen has 10 ewes in, we bring them over to the coverall like we just did. And always this group will be left behind, anyone that we feel still needs watching, because it's much easier to keep an eye on them and handle them and catch them in here than it is in the coveralls. So that's that. We've currently got 4 in jugs right now. This ewe is an old ewe we bought at the Classic from a Mady Wiesna free flock there. And she's our R, and she's an F year now, so she's F, G, H, J. She's only 4 years old. This year she only has half an udder. So luckily she has 1 lamb. She'll go in the watch pen, just so we can make sure that the lamb totally understands that it's only nursing on one side. And you can see the lamb's in great shape. I'll be letting this lamb out tomorrow probably into the watch pen. This ewe We've had 20 sheep lamb so far. She's the one that just lambed this morning, so they're in here doing fine. This one was last night, also doing fine. And this one the day before has twins, so I'll be tagging her tomorrow too, because these guys are all doing well too. As you can tell by in this pen of our showgirls, hi, it's getting pretty dark because we got a storm coming in again. So once again, I just brought the fan in from the doorway and blocked it so it doesn't get wet. And I'm expecting we're gonna have another rainfall. So on that note, I think we're gonna call it a day. And I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.